Greetings everyone, this is Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. And this is my play by email match against KilRoy. KilRoy is the allied commander and for me it is the Empire of Japan. Scenario 1 day turn setup, so everything very common. And today we check the 19th December 41. So we are in the second week of the war and I'm picking up some bases still in northern Luzon, Philippines. Yeah, and overall the war is fine. KilRoy play very defensive in China. Here I can find one AO. Last time, I think 2 turns ago, I missed one of the biggest AOs I think the Allies had. Here this is at least a AO. And with 2 hits and heavy damage, heavy fire, maybe not more long, sinking sounds. So KilRoy play defensive in China, or more or less he only dig in and but his tactic, and this was a AG, and somehow I don't want to take a AG, and Vega is normally I think a bigger AG, so maybe this commander is a little passive. Don't want to risk anything. This is my small cargo ship. Last turn he had a coastal battery shell hit, or not only 1, 2 or 3, and then heavy fire. 3-point cargo ship was empty, so it doesn't matter. I mean, the ships Japan can lose without any headache. Here's a next tanker, so it must be a tanker convoy. First AO, now a tanker. Nice. Problem is, I must sink many tankers before it will have an impact. So there are still many ships in Surabaya. Of course, most allied players are trying to escape to Tarakan, Balikpapan, Surabaya, and after this maybe to Perth or Cape Town. And there's still a strong Dutch Air Force presence in Java. Even if they are only second-class old outdated airframes, they still have the numbers. And I try again to lower the presence of enemy cap fighters over Singapore. Let's see how successful this attempt will be. Starts already good, but this is most of the time the sweep have the advantage in the first attack run, more or less. So 2 damaged buffaloes and 1 killed buffalo. Could be better. Maybe it gets better. Okay. The second. And number 3. Okay. That looks like a nice hunting day for my zeros with 4 kills at least. And no own losses, not even damage zero. So now sweeping of Soabaya, and of course we have here still presence. And here's also P40B, so KilRoy sent at least a squadron or a part of his Filipino P40s down to Soabaya. I never played the Allies, so I'm not so sure if you must buy them out or if you can send them from Philippines to Java still for free, but you cannot get them out of Java. Or if it... Because before I saw them, I think in Bali Papan, and now they are here in Java. So I don't know. And the Hawks, I think this is the Hawk is a P-35. Is this the same airplane? I'm not so sure. But this is now for the Dutch edition. And at least in this game, I would say that the Hawk is weaker than the P-40. Similar to Singapore today, in Surabaya, the Allies also cannot hold the ground or the sky. But here's the first of my own zeros getting damaged. But if I can keep a kill ratio of 3 to 1, it's still okay. At least against this second class airframes and pilots, I think kill ratio 2 to 1 is still okay. Later on, 1 to 1 kill ratio is also fine. If both have the same skill level of pilots. It is always possible to lose your own airplanes. So a little orange. Kill all these Americans. Okay. Air victory over Surabaya. At least 1-0 gets killed, but 4 to 1 kill ratio. Something like this is okay. Next attack on Clarkfield Airport. And somehow there are always 2 or 3 P-35, P-26. You can say that every day I kill 2 or 3 of them, but maybe KilRoy have unlimited spare airframes here in the Philippines. But my escorts make me a fast end to this struggle. But I'm not able to really hit something on the ground, only light damage to the airport. So 1-to-1. Now the Buffaloes can show what they can do. Naja. They can return to base, this is what they can do. Okay. Here's British Air Force. Similar to the Battle of England, the Battle of Britain, they never come to out. They're always hiding over their own island and let the German Air Force come. So here they're only hiding over Singapore Island. Good, next bombardment. More damage, but no damage or destroyed airplane on the ground. Maybe there's really not much left. Now we have the typical Chinese bombardment. And again, I only strike normally clear terrain. And I avoiding everything what is not clear terrain, so long I have the option to attack open field troops. Here is now jungle, so I have only the option to attack this base force in the jungle or not. And of course, all of this is not game changing, it's only a support. Disabling units, not really killing them. Here my carrier fleet find some cargo still in Java, but with here now P-40Es, so KilRoy bring also, I think everything what he had in Philippines he gave up. He also gave up Tarakan and Balikpapan and sent everything to Java to get the Dutch and the American Air Force together and support each other. Because the P-40 is really not a bad airplane. And the Dutch, they have only here this Buffalo type of fighter, and this is really the other level. So the idea is not wrong, and to keep Java maybe stronger is maybe also will. It's impossible for the Allies really to hold Java, but Java and at least Surabaya is an important cross point of every ship movement. If the Japanese cannot take Surabaya early on, it will slow down every operation. And there's a shipyard, so it's always helpful to have something if you have major damage for your ships. Or you always have to go back to Hong Kong or Singapore or even Japan. So for the Japanese it's important to take it. For the Allies, maybe it is only important to try to keep it as long as possible. So my escorts are not this time so bad. Yeah, So the P-40s are not able to attack my torpedo bombers, so I have now a free run. The problem is I have no torpedoes, so I have only now here horizontal attack. But these are all APs. And with a little luck there are also some troops on board. Okay. But now the Warhawks are diving on my zeros. Yeah. Luckily, no hit. And there are troops on these ships, and all are on heavy fires and or at least fire and heavy damage. So with a little luck, all of them go down, or they are crippled and cannot move more. And the troops are still trapped in Java Island. Okay, my laptop is a little low on battery, so I had to change the power settings for a moment. This is now the afternoon attack. My bombers won't go in again to finish off this cargo ships more or less. So I skip this a little forward because I'm really not sure how much time I have left. Oh. Let's see. So the same convoy, more bombs on them. I lost here the 0 and at least one torpedo bomber against the P-40. And now we finish. I think these two APs are now really done. Or one AP, one AK. And more units are dying. This is a tanker. We had a torpedo hit already in the morning or in the night. Now a second torpedo hit, and this is the end. Hopefully. Here is now one of my own cargo ships gets attacked by a Dutch submarine. My patrol ships are coming too late. Luckily, these torpedoes I think are not so strong, and these ships are all empty. And this is now Vega. In the night or morning, the commander don't want attack, and now he sent 2 torpedoes out and make 2 hits, so 100% hit chance. So this is normally sunk or a kill. So double sinking sound, whatever, just go down. Likely the tanker and Vega, maybe also AK and AP in Java. Here I clean up the next Chinese mountain fortress. so like I said, the KilRoy will defend every hex he dig in, and of course he losing more, but I always have disabled units, and this costs me always 1 or 2 turns at least to say wait and wait and wait and wait. Pushing maybe the last base here, the west or north coast of Borneo. They're all running away, no one give up. Well, okay. I don't know, battle number 5, and again I cannot break the defense. The allies slowly getting disabled one by one, but they don't want to break so far. Okay. That was the turn. So again, a steady progress. Air war over Java was in favor for me, also Singapore. My torpedo bombers sink some cargo and APs. My submarines can sink some tankers. Nice. And the land battles are busy work and a hard, long way for me in China. So first let's check the intelligence report. So kill ratio 26-9. So 3-1 kill ratio is okay, but nothing super good. At the end I lost 4 zeros and 2 of my torpedo bombers, plus a bunch of scout planes. And for KilRoy mainly the Hawks, these are the Dutch Hawks, P-40Es, Buffaloes, these are Singapore, and other smaller Casalinas and other equipment. So 3-1 kill ratio, you can see 300-100 roughly, so it's still the same. Ship sunk, for me it was a small cargo ship who had a 6-inch shell hit from a coastal battery, and 1 AO and 1 Vega also go down, at least these 2 ships, but a Tinker and AP-AK maybe also. This is a minimum. Japan sunk this turn. Good. Shortly in China again, you can see my Mongolian army arrived here now, and I will use this unit normally to clean up here the railway and also the smaller road and clean up here the north. Main forces on Xi'an, no big change. I'm on the way to Nanyang. Still this railway link is not opened, and also the highway here is between Nanking and Xinjiang is not free for supply flow. KilRoy also used sometimes he is moving from one hex to the other to block my movement, or the hubs, the transport hubs. So it's not that he never moves, but most of time, 90% in China, he's not moving. Here in Canton is moving again, a unit inside the city. Keep me busy, let me not come out really. Burma is still no activity. Malaya is nearly done now. I'm in Georgetown. I'm at the hex west of Kuala Lumpur. So these are trapped British forces. The British forces in Georgetown are more or less trapped. So not much left before we have the final battle of Johor Bahru. These are the ships my carrier found. So there are 4 ships in total, plus 1, plus 2 others. But can be also only torpedo boats. I don't know exactly what they are. And there's also still more stuff here. Here are PT boats. Maybe all the small PT boats from the Philippines escaped to Surabaya. So my submarines trying to block north and west and east end of Java, so that it's not likely that cargo can escape. Cruiser formation still running the other bases here in the Dutch New Islands, but I found so far nothing. My Port Moresby invasion fleet will arrive next turn, so far everything is no detection of enemy forces, let's say this. Marshall Islands is now quiet, so KilRoy's attack on my outer bases, I think there's no real more damage. yeah, still some forces are disabled. But you can see one heavy machine gun, anti-aircraft anti-machine gun is still missing. I normally have 10, but I have now only 5 plus 4. But my carriers are back in truck. They will repair, I think, 1 or 2 turns because they have some engine damage from the high-speed attack or high-speed cruising. Well, not really more to say. And again, my battery is a little low on my laptop, so maybe next turn I will talk a little more. Thank you all. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.